Hi everybody, I'm Steve Barnard, aka Spacewalla, and welcome to my channel and my very first video about filmmaking as a hobby. I hope through my series of videos that I can encourage you to take up filmmaking and guide you through the early stages to greater things. I'll also be showing you many of the tricks and techniques I've learned since taking up this fun and rewarding hobby. To become a filmmaker is so easy, because all you need to do is to pick up your video camera and start filming. You don't need to buy any expensive equipment, just use what you already have, whether it be a camcorder, a DSLR, a mobile phone, or even a Super 8. However, I do all my filming on my iPhone, and I use my iPad for camera control and editing. I get terrific results, and the whole setup is so compact, simple and easy to use. So most of my advice will be centred around the use of the mobile phone and iPad. Before you do start to film, it's always best to do a little bit of thinking first, because if you don't, you'll be disappointed with your results. Like trying to bake a cake without a recipe. Your movie will be flat, dense and lacking in flavour, instead of being light, fluffy and scrumptious. So do consider these points before pressing that red button: idea, script and storyboard. Some of you will already have ideas of what you want to film, which is great, you go with that. But for those of you who don't, try filming this little scene to get you started and to get those creative juices flowing. It's a little exercise I used once in a filmmaking workshop. It's set at home, so it's ideal to try during this lockdown period. The scene is set in the kitchen. The action: a person comes through the kitchen door. They walk over to the kitchen worktop. They take the lid off a jar of coffee and look inside and find it's empty. They swear, slam down the jar onto the worktop and storm out of the kitchen. Now, this is a very simple scene, but as in all scenes, it can be filmed in an infinite variety of ways and camera positions. So do use your imagination and have a go. Experiment with different camera positions and shoot it several times from different angles, because the more shots or clips you have, the more options you have in editing. If you intend to have dialogue in your videos, it really is essential to have a script. I'm using a script right now for this video. If I didn't have a script, I'd be all over the place, and you, my friends, would quickly get bored with me and be off to another channel. But once you've written your script, always check it first. And I find the best way to check if a script is working and sounds natural is to read it out aloud and record it. When you listen to the playback, you will immediately hear anything that doesn't sound right. And you can then change it and be prepared to do many adjustments to your script. But I do guarantee it'll be worth the effort. A storyboard is a picture reference of the film clips you want to shoot. Here's a sample of a storyboard from my puppet video, Das Boot, and the corresponding shots I filmed.
God in Himmel number 8, you will poison us, Alice. Sorry, Herr Captain.
Come to periscope depth. We shall give these Britishers 2 torpedoes up the Scheiße shooting. Low torpedo tubes 8 und 2.
I did the storyboard on my iPad using a drawing app called Procreate. It's a great app, and storyboards are very simple to do on it. But I will cover storyboards in more detail in a later video. I do find that having a storyboard before I start filming one of the most useful filming aids there is. It's a fantastic planning tool and a great aid when filming and editing, and it doesn't need to be complicated. I'm a one-man band and use very simple storyboards to remind me of what shots I need, who or what is in shot, camera angle, and where in the script I am, so I can lip sync with the dialogue audio track during editing. Which leads us into editing. Now, this is where the real magic begins. But be aware that the power of the editing spells you can perform will be restricted by the editing software you have. If you have Apple iMovies, which only has a little sprightly magic, it is fine for small projects. But if you want to become a creative wizard, you quickly become frustrated by its limitations and we want something more powerful. I myself use a video editing app called Luma Fusion. It has 6 video tracks complete with audio and an additional 6 audio tracks. It also has a great green screen function. Editing, however, is a very big subject and I will be covering it in more detail in my next video. Well, I think that's more than enough to start with. So get your camera out and start creating the magic. Until the next time, ciao.